Hey, it's Snacks and welcome back to my channel. What's up, you guys? Continuing Game of Thrones Season 3. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Let's go. So we are now in episode 2. A lot to look forward to. Starting off with Joffrey and how he seemingly is kind of changing a little bit around Margaery Tyrell. I'm happy though because Margaery Tyrell, or the Tyrells, is this affluent family, but they're using that for the better. They're using that for good, you know. And for me, it's just a breath of fresh air. I really love it. We also saw Dany. She's trying to get her army, but Dany being Dany, she just has a heart of gold. Like there's something off with her trying to buy off the slaves. And can we talk about that slave seller, that slave trader, and how he was talking shit in front of Dany? I hope he gets what's coming to him. I truly hope he gets what's coming to him. Kind of like what happened in the season 2 finale with Iri, and like one of the handmaidens of Dany who actually betrayed her and who actually killed the other handmaiden. We don't know that for sure. Kalu over at Patreon just said that it was one of the deleted scenes. And you know what? I'm not surprised that she really did have a hand in betraying Dany, and it wasn't as simple as, oh, little helpless me, like I'm being blackmailed by Sorrow. It does make sense because I remember earlier in the season, she was so amazed or impressed with these beautiful dresses and was telling Dany to wear them, and you know, they just didn't show us a scene, but it would have been so fitting if we saw how she was actually jealous of Dany and she was getting all of this attention. So yeah, too bad though, because I really did like her. I thought she would be, you know, a loyal friend to Dany, but I guess not. Now, we also have Robb Stark and his mom, Catelyn, and Tyrion and Arya. A lot of things happening all at the same time. Jon Snow, who is with the wildlings right now. Anyway, suffice to say, there's just so many characters and a lot of things are happening, and they're all making me feel very different things. And the only people that I want to, or I'm rooting for so far, I feel like this is going to change as the season progresses. I like Dany still. I like Jon Snow. I like Tyrion. Will they die? I hope not, because I like them. I just realized that, will they die? Because I'm rooting for them. But anyway, let's just go on and get started and watch episode 2. Another dream of Bran.
Don't think too much, Bran.
Relax your bow arm.
Wait, this was in the first episode.
Who was a marksman at 10?
Father. You can't kill it, you know.
That's love, actually.
Because the raven is you.
What's that? Look at the walls.
Hodor.
It's all right, Hodor. Were you inside the wolf again, little lord? No, three-eyed raven. He's back.
His voice got deeper.
There was a boy. I don't want to hear about it. We've got plenty of worries. We don't need to pour black magic on top of them. I didn't ask for black magic dreams. We need to move. We don't know who might be after us. No one even knows we're alive. Who told you that?
Why is she so mad? Did something happen?
My mother always told me you Westerosi were a grim lot, stinking barbarians that would row across the narrow sea and steal us from our beds.
Did you ever think you'd marry one?
Never thought I'd marry anyone at all.
Never.
Not until I met the king, the grim, bearded, stinking barbarian.
Oh my goodness. I wonder if she's gonna get pregnant.
Pardon me, Your Grace. My queen. Word from Riverrun and Winterfell.
I hadn't seen him in years. I don't even know how many.
We'll travel to the funeral together. Lord Bolton will garrison here until we return.
Will I be wearing manacles when I lay my father to rest?
Oh no, her dad died.
By the time Bolton's bastard got to Winterfell, the Ironborn were gone. They massacred everyone and put the castle to the torch. And Bran and Rickon have not been found.
Okay, at least they're not jumping to conclusions.
Or Theon may have taken them back to the Iron Islands as hostages.
Have you received any demands?
Oh, Catelyn.
No.
Have you heard anything from Theon at all?
Oh, there he is. I was about to... Where's Theon? Do we feel bad for him? Not really. But let's see how this plays out.
Where am I? What do you want?
I want to do this.
Ay! That hurt. I felt that. Because actually my fingernail hurts, so... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the show.
Putting one foot in front of the other.
Oh, it's going to be a very dull war. You know, it doesn't matter how loyal a servant you are. No one enjoys the company of a humorless mute.
I mean, who's to say that they're not gonna try to kill Brienne after he brings back Jaime, right?
How did you come into Lady Stark's service? It had to be recently.
You weren't with her at Winterfell.
How do you know?
Because I visited Winterfell.
It's like walking a dog.
That's Stannis.
Gods no.
Ah, Renly. I lived with him at court since he was a boy, don't forget. Skipping down the corridors in his embroidered silks. I knew him far better than you.
I knew him as well as anyone. As a member of his King's Guard, he trusted me with everything. He would have been a wonderful king.
Sounds like you quite fancy it.
I did not fancy him.
I think she did. Yeah, she did.
You weren't Renly's type, I'm afraid. You're far too much man for him.
I'm not interested in foul rumors.
Unless they're about me. It's all true about Renly.
Oh, she doesn't... No!
Not enough.
Aw, man. Don't disrespect Renly in front of her.
Don't get the juice who we love.
At Cersei.
Staying off the King's Road, are you? Meaning no offence, milady, but I wouldn't tangle with you.
I think that guy's gonna rat on them.
He knows who I am.
He doesn't.
Maybe you're right. What if you're not?
Yeah, exactly.
He's an innocent man.
More innocent than Lady Stark's daughters.
Oh, man. Brienne is conflicted. I feel like these were the type of choices Jaime had to go through when he was a knight.
That's better. It makes you look very strong.
No flowers. All these are wrong. Bring others.
Give it to Margaery for her wedding gown. Should be more than enough fabric. Tell me what you think of her. Margaery.
She's an ideal match. With the Tyrells beside us, we'll crush the Northerners. And no one will think of rebelling for another century.
It is a good match, but what do you think of her?
What do you think of her?
She's beautiful and intelligent.
She's kind.
Yes.
Her concern with the well-being of the common people is interesting.
It's becoming one of the most boring conversations I've ever had.
Margaery Tyrell dotes on filthy urchins for a reason. She dresses like a harlot for a reason. She married a traitor and known degenerate like Renly Baratheon for a reason.
She married Renly Baratheon because she was told to. That's what intelligent women do. What they're told.
Wow. This sucks for Cersei. I bet this sucks for Cersei as a mom to have a son treat women like this or think of women like this.
Better.
He didn't want anything. He just takes an interest because he loved my mother. Men only want one thing from a pretty girl. Littlefinger is not in love with me.
Please, God, no.
Love is not the thing he wants. He's too old. They never see it that way. He didn't ask you to do something for him. No.
Yes, listen to Shay. Like, at least take what she has to say. Listen to what she has to say.
Just ask you for anything or try anything. I want you to tell me.
Oh, we love Shay.
I will make him stop.
Dolores Tyrell, my lady.
Lady Sansa,
Dolores?
Oh, yeah, she used to have a crush on Sir Loras.
and our grandmother, the Lady Olenna in the gardens. May I escort you to them?
I feel like Shay is just really protective of Sansa.
You probably don't remember the first time we met. At the Hands Tourney, you gave me your favor. It's a red rose.
Of course I did.
He didn't. He doesn't remember.
You're such a dear.
I'll take my leave.
It is my honor to present my grandmother, the Lady Olenna of House Tyrell.
Kiss me, child. Very sorry for your losses.
And I was sorry when I heard of Lord Renly's death.
He knew how to dress and smile, and somehow this gave him the notion he was fit to be king.
Oh.
Father liked him, and so did Loras.
Loras is young and very good at knocking men off horses. That does not make him wise. As to your fathead father.
Grandmother, what will Sansa think of us?
She might think we have some wits about us. I warned them. Robert has 2 sons and Renly has an older brother. How can he possibly have any claim to that ugly iron chair? But once the cow's been milked, there's no squirting the cream back up her udder.
Auntie Olenna! We love her. She's feisty.
Are you going to bring the food, or do you mean to starve us to death? I'm much less boring than these others.
I like her. She's kind of like that cool aunt or cool grandmother to have.
My husband, the late Lord Luther, he managed to ride off a cliff whilst hawking. Now my son is doing the same, only this time he's riding a lion instead of a horse. I want you to tell me the truth about this royal boy, Joffrey. Who else would know better? Has this boy mistreated you?
Ooh!
Has he ripped out your tongue?
King, his grace is very fair and
She's scared.
brave as a lion.
Yes, all Lannisters are lions. But how kind is he? How clever?
I'm to be his wife. I only want to know what that means.
Oh man, I understand why Sansa isn't so quick to tell the truth though.
Are you frightened, child? We're only women here. Tell us the truth.
My father always told the truth.
And he died.
He named him traitor and took his head.
Joffrey did that. He promised he would be merciful and he cut my father's head off. And he said that was mercy. And he took me up on the walls and made me look at it.
Oh, Sansa.
Go on.
I can't. I never meant. My father was a traitor. My brother as well.
She lost her composure there for a moment.
She's terrified, Grandmother. Just look at her.
Yes, they're so smart to be able to see that.
We would never betray your confidence, I swear it.
He's a monster.
That's a pity. The Lord Oaf of Highgarden is determined that Margaery shall be queen. We thank you for the truth.
Lord Oaf of Highgarden. I love how Sansa was able to be honest, how Auntie Olenna and Marjorie was supportive and telling her that she could be honest. And in a way, I feel like they already kind of knew that about Joffrey, but it was just confirmed. And now they have to plan their next move.
Grandfather's funeral is not a distraction. My uncle Edmure has his forces garrisoned there. We need his men.
Don't have enough to make a difference.
Have you lost faith in our cause?
If it's revenge, you've got faith in it.
If you no longer believe...
I can believe till it snows and dawn.
You don't think we can win?
I think you lost this war. The day you married her.
Ooh! Why? Because the promised men weren't given to him, I guess? But I thought it was just a bridge that was promised to him.
You're afraid of her, and she knows it.
I'm not afraid of her. May I help you, Lady Stark?
No.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have.
You can't help, because a mother makes one for her children to protect them. Only a mother can make them.
You've made them before?
Twice.
Did they work?
Just let her do it.
I prayed for my son, Bran, to survive.
Oh yeah, in season 1, she also made something like that.
Many years before that, one of the boys came down with the pox. Mr. Lewin said if he made it through the night, he'd live. So I sat with him all through the darkness, listened to his rugged little breaths.
Which boy?
Jon Snow. When my husband brought that baby home from the war, I couldn't bear to look at him.
What? I was thinking Rob.
So I prayed to the gods. Take him away. He got the pox. And I knew I was the worst woman who ever lived. Murderer. I'd condemned this poor, innocent child to a horrible death. All because I was jealous of his mother. So I prayed to all 7 gods. Let the boy live, and I'll love him. I'll be a mother to him. I'll beg my husband to give him a true name, to call him Stark, and be done with it. And he lived.
But you couldn't do it.
And I couldn't keep my promise. All this horror that's come to my family, it's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
I mean, I don't think it's just because of that, Catelyn. But I appreciate the remorse.
Was it hard for you to kill the half-hander?
Yes.
You liked him, I like you, but if your plan is false, it won't be hard for me to kill you.
You want to protect your people.
Do you know what it takes to unite 90 clans, half of whom want to massacre the other half for one insult or another? The Fens hate the Hornfoots hate the Ice River clans. Everyone hates the cave people.
Everyone hates the cave people?
I told them we were all going to die if we don't get south. Because that's the truth.
Shouldn't be long now.
Why is his eye like that? his eyes like
He's a warg. He can enter the mind of animals, see through their eyes.
that.
But you've never met a warg.
What? I wanna be a warg. I wanna be able to see through my cat's eyes. Wow! His eyes went back to normal. I thought it would always just be like white.
Where were you this time?
The fist of the first men.
What did you see?
Dead crows.
The finale in season 2, right? Dead crow. Wait, did he really literally or the crows?
It's 200 brothers killed by dead men. And you're still here?
Dead crows. Nice watch.
I seen him torn to pieces fighting while you was off somewhere hiding in a hole. Why don't you lie down and rest for a while, eh? You know you want to.
Oh no! Don't prove him right.
You stop, you'll die. Of course, if you don't stop, you'll probably die too.
You don't care. When the White Walkers came, you left me.
Oh yeah, they did do that.
You're fat and you're slow. We didn't want to die. Slowing us down. Just get him up! So the rest of us can die.
Get up, Charlie!
I forbid you to die.
Why should the rest of us go?
Russ, you're responsible for him.
Oh, snap.
Make sure he gets back alive. If he doesn't, you don't.
Not down for you, piggy. You hear me?
Where's Ringon and Hodor? Looking for food.
It's that kid again.
Not another step, boy.
I'm unarmed.
That was poor planning.
My sister carries the weapon.
Drop the spear.
Wait, so he's not a dream. What is this?
You kill me. That wolf will tear you to bits.
You must be Summer.
Man, Billy, why can't you be like that? Like every time you see a stranger, you go pounce first, even if they're not doing anything. Okay, he's sleeping. He doesn't care. He's not
Jojen
listening to
Reed.
me.
This is my sister, Mira.
Mira, Jojen.
We've come a long way to find you, Brandon. And we have much farther to go.
Are they magical people?
He offered to kill any 3 people you wanted. Dead. You could have picked King Joffrey.
Shut up.
Could have picked Tywin, but you could have ended the war.
Yeah, exactly. Why didn't you Why didn't you kill Joffrey?
If we hit the Red Fork, we can follow it west to Riverrun. My mother grew up there. My grandfather's a lord. He'll protect her.
I mean, I get the first one. The first one was a test. The second one was more of like an emergency.
Tie him up, steal his gold, and buy some food.
And so he spoke, that Lord of Care. What's lurking behind that wall? Loose a few more shafts.
Don't.
Who are these people?
Put the sword down, girl.
You go on down the road. Just keep on singing so we know where you are. Leave us be, and I won't kill you.
Oh, that's so... How? How, Arya? How?
I like dangerous people. Why are your friends so shy?
The fat one to your left and the lad beside him.
How did they see him? How did they see them that quick?
3 young ones on the run, carrying castle-forged swords.
You escaped from Harrenhal?
Who are you?
Thoros of Myr.
Who do you fight for?
The Brotherhood without banners. Want to hear how 2 boys and a very dangerous girl escaped Harrenhal?
I'm not going with them. The Brotherhood, that's who the Mountain and them lot were looking for.
You've got nothing to fear from us, son. The Lords of Westeros want to burn the countryside. We're trying to save it. We'll talk some more over brown bread and stew. And then you can go on your way.
Okay.
I'm done talking. That arrow's falling down on your fat head. So I advise you move, because I'm done talking.
What was that for? Was that like a scare tactic to make them move? He's good with a bow and arrow, though.
Cannot come here.
But you said I should come to you with any problems.
Did anyone see you?
No.
You sure? Having you killed would be the high point of his week. All right.
I'm worried about Sansa. When she spoke with Lord Baelish, his friend warned me about him.
Baelish doesn't have friends. Oh, Ros, the redhead?
How do you know her? She's a whore.
Yes, well, we shouldn't be judgmental about these things.
You fucked her.
Oh, please. All right, yes, I fucked her once. Twice.
I love it.
And? Was she good? Did you like her?
Not as much as I like you, obviously.
That Sansa shouldn't trust him.
Is there an idiot in any village who trusts Littlefinger?
We have to protect her.
We can't. Sansa will have many suitors. A great beauty with a very old name.
Oh, a great beauty!
Her face is quite pleasing to other men, but not to me, of course.
I love this.
You want her? This child?
I don't even want to talk about her.
Yeah, you're the one who brought it up.
Cruelly unfair.
Oh, the cruelty. She is so cruel to me.
Is this what turns them on? Is this like something that they have as a couple?
But you mustn't come here again. You've come to a dangerous place. Full of dangerous people. Dangerous people.
Oh my good lord. They're gonna do it. They're doing the deed.
Lady Tyrell, my king.
Send her in.
Why does he always hold his, like, bow while he's sitting down? Does he fantasize killing people or something? You had your chance during the war, which you fled from.
You wanted to see me, Your Grace.
I'm leaving on a hunting trip. Wanted to make sure you had everything you need before I left.
I have everything I could want.
How are you finding life in the capital? Must be quite a change after Renly's camp.
No place for a lady.
And the bedside of a traitor? Is that a place for a lady?
I tried to do my duty as a wife.
What was your duty?
To provide him with children.
You failed to do this.
I would not speak ill of the
I
dead.
think one ought to speak kindly of a traitor merely because he's had a sword put through his heart.
Do beg your pardon. The subtleties of politics are often lost on me. Renly, I don't believe he was interested in the company of women.
She can't give up her brother.
He had so many excuses, so many late-night walkouts. He never wanted to try, except one evening.
This is a lie. I don't think that's... She's making up this story.
Something that sounded very painful and couldn't possibly result in children.
He was a known.
It's such a relief to hear you say so, Your Grace.
Oh, it was butt stuff.
His perversion punishable by death.
As is your right.
Oh no, she's worried about her brother.
You must do whatever you need to do. You are the king.
No way. Are they going to?
You like it? I just had it made. Probably one of the finest weapons in the Seven Kingdoms.
Will you show me how it works?
No, don't say that.
Much easier to load. There's no crank. The bolt goes here. Aim.
Would you take me hunting sometime? I know a hunt is no place for a woman,
It's
but...
not unheard of. Do you want to hold it?
May I?
I don't know what I feel about this. Like, I mean, do they have chemistry? I mean, I think, like, no, they have chemistry, the actors, but, like, I don't know what's going on with Joffrey.
Could you do it?
Is he getting turned on?
Kill.
Yeah, I mean, I think Joffrey loves to kill stuff.
I don't know, Your Grace. Do you think I could? Would you like to watch me?
Yes.
There's something wrong with Joffrey. Like, he's a sociopathic psycho killer.
Want the truth. What truth? Why'd you take Winterfell? Who gave the orders?
No one. I took it on my own.
What were you going to do once you took it?
Hold it. Rule it.
That's very good.
I took it to bring glory to my house, to my father. I hated the Starks. I hated them for holding me prisoner. I wanted to hurt them.
I mean, he's just saying whatever he thinks he wants to hear. He's held in the position like the badge of the guy that said his bastard is gonna take over Winterfell.
Just take it off. Please, please, just take it off.
The sister sent me. Yara, I'll come for you tonight when the castle sleeps.
Oh, no, don't go. Please, please don't go.
Who is this? Like, is he... Oh, maybe that's Yara's, Yeah, see how he's held? He's held, like, the sigil of one of Robb Stark's general. Like, here in his code. Makes sense. It's his people.
The walls will protect him.
You can get inside his head. See through his eyes.
Only when I'm asleep.
You're a warg.
It's not just wolves.
Wait, he's a warg?
Sometimes in my dreams, there's a...
Three-eyed raven.
You've seen it.
We saw them together.
Does it have anything to do with warging?
No, the Raven is something different, something deeper.
So he's a warg and he's like a wizard. You're a wizard, Bran.
What's he telling him?
I'll find you.
Why don't you ask?
Too late. It's not hard to find.
Isn't he ashamed, your brother? Needing you to protect him.
Where's the shame in that?
Any boy his age who needs his sister to protect him is going to find himself needing lots of protecting.
Some people will always need help. That doesn't mean they're not worth helping.
You have the sight too.
How did they get it?
Told my father about your father. The first time in my life I saw him cry.
Your father is Howland Reed. Saved my father's life during the rebellion.
Father told you about the rebellion. I saw that too.
What else have you seen?
You.
How did 3 children...
We're not children.
How did 3 young persons escape from Harrenhal?
Gendry's a smith. He was apprenticed in the armory.
Where'd you train?
King's Landing. Turbo Mott shot.
That criminal. He charges twice as much as every other armor in the city.
It's because he's twice as good.
Aha! A smith and a salesman.
He knows how to use a sword. And so do I.
Why is that so funny? Why is that so funny? Fight. Arya, don't embarrass me!
To your brothers.
Man, that's embarrassing. I was rooting for Arya. It's okay, Arya. You can do it again. One more try.
Finish your meals before you go. It may be a while before you see another.
You'll free us?
I gave you my word. Allow me to raise a cup. That is an uncommonly large person.
Who is this?
You have my sympathy. Aha!
Oh, the last time we saw him was during the war, and Sansa didn't go with him.
The fuck you doing here?
Drinking and talking too much, same as ever.
No. What in 7 hells are you doing with the Stark bitch?
Oh, shit.
Take the bridge and risk being seen, or cross the Great Water.
Silence.
But cross by water, and the current could take us. Which will she choose?
I think they're gonna end up being friends. They're gonna end up being friends. Jaime and Brienne.
Oh, I need to rest.
Get up.
This heals ruined. There's no...
He needs a pedicure. Oh! While you're chained up!
Ooh.
Man, Jaime! Come on!
You shouldn't grimace before you lunch. Gives away the game.
Okay. Ooh, that was a close one. That was a close one.
You kill me, you failed Lady Stark. But if you don't kill me, I'm going to kill you.
Gonna have to subdue you some way.
If you were willing to hurt me, you might have had me there.
Injure his leg so that he'll stop moving. Just give up, Jaime. You're gonna get hurt. Nice. Oh shit, someone's arriving. Ah, Sharksy.
Looks like your woman's getting the better of you.
Gets our juices flowing. Flayed man of House Bolton.
That's him, all right. I saw him fight at the tourney for Sir Willem Frey's wedding.
Oh my god.
Let us go. My father will pay you whatever you want.
Enough to buy me a new head. If the king in the north hears I had the Kingslayer and let him go, he'll be taking it right off. I'd rather he takes yours.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, it's the end. I don't know. It didn't seem like it would end there. Hooey, where do we even start? Let's start off with the fact that, okay, the thing that stuck out with me the most was that scene between Margaery and Joffrey. We know that Margaery lied. She didn't want to put her brother at risk. I noticed when Joffrey said I should have him killed for his perversions, we saw how Margaery just looked at him kind of like thinking, okay, he's not gonna understand if my brother is gay, or, you know, if he finds out about what my brother is like, that's dangerous. And I think Margaery, more than anything, trusts her family, loves her family, because it seems like there's really nothing wrong with her family. Her family can be a little bit like just with Auntie Elena, she's very, is outspoken the term? No, not really, but she's been through a lot, you know, like she has no time for bullshit. She's giving me that personality, Auntie Olena. So anyway, going back to the scene between Margaery and Joffrey, I don't think Margaery really wants to kill, but Margaery is just saying whatever Joffrey wants to hear. And I think Joffrey may be genuinely falling for her because she's kind of saying that she's kind of giving into his perversions of watching her kill someone, or basically his fascination with dying things or killing for that matter. And I think in his own sick and twisted little way, Joffrey is falling in love for Margaery because he's thinking, oh my goodness, could this woman possibly understand what I'm going through, or possibly understand me, you know? That's interesting. Still don't like Joffrey. He's a horrible character. But also, I want to talk about, moving on to another scene that I want to talk about, Auntie Olenna, Margaery, and Sansa. And how Sansa, you know, there was that push and pull on whether or not she would really talk about what Joffrey is like. She was stopping herself because she didn't want to get in trouble. She was talking about how her father did the same thing by being honest, and he died. And I think, you know, it's human nature. You don't want to die, especially during this time. So she was protecting herself. But Auntie Olenna really did try to make it a safe space for Sansa and Margaery as well. I think this is the first conversation that we've seen as viewers between Margaery and Sansa after Margaery stole Joffrey. So yeah. Cersei, though, I don't get her deal. She's just starting to seem like a bitter old woman, because like I think she just really wants to have this control over Joffrey, and she doesn't like the fact that Joffrey, you know, could possibly like someone else more than his mom. But I mean, I feel like, you know, that's pretty hopeless to say, because Joffrey has no respect for women in general. He has no respect for his family, even his siblings, his mom, most likely just his dad, because, you know, father-son bonding or something like that. We have Tyrion and Shae. I love that scene with Tyrion and Shae where it seemed like we were watching how a couple was fighting back in the medieval times. But, you know, like kind of like in today's time when a woman would be like, oh, so you think she is pretty? Like, you know, that mind games, which I've always just found kind of funny. Like, girl, you were the one who started this conversation. Calm down. But yeah, we also have Brienne. Oh, I hate how Jaime's right about how the farmer just ratted on them, but at the same time, people are starving. Like what the bandits, the Brothers of No Banners, said, that people in the country are starving, and he probably needed the silver to feed his kids, you know? Then we found the Hound with Arya. That whole thing, I feel like I want to learn more about the Brothers with No Banners. But anyway, I'm going to end the episode right here. It's getting fun. It's getting exciting. As always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.